Okay, so hey guys, good evening. Welcome to the seventh episode of the fourth season of The Leader's Edge. And my name is Boomson Agustin. I'm your host for tonight. And I'll be happy to tell you that we have a very great guest. In fact, he'll probably be one of your favorite guests. Guaranteed, because it's even in his name, right? So let me introduce first what he does before I tell you who he is. He is a star consultant. Okay, star means he's a speaker. S, speaker, that's acronym talaga, no? T means trainer, so he trains people, okay, especially on leadership. He's an author, okay, he's an author. He has a lot of books. I think he has 4 books out right now. And he is a resource person. And he's also the chief consultant, chief trainer, and CEO president of Fave Management Training Consulting Services. Okay, without favorite ado, paborito ko, paborito ninyo, paborito ng buong bayan, Mr. Conrad Favorito. Hello, how are you, sir?
Hi, hello, Boone. I'm fine, doing great, and
Mhm.
I'm glad to be your guest for tonight.
Oh,
And hi
wow.
to our viewers.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, to the viewers, just since you mentioned it, like, share, subscribe. Okay. Press that. No, wait. Press that like button now, please. Please. No. Press that like button now, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay. Don't forget to subscribe. We noticed that 70% of our viewers are viewing but not subscribing. So please, come on. You don't lose anything by subscribing. Just subscribe and learn a lot. Okay? So, hi, Conrad. Kamusta? How are you?
Fine, I'm doing great.
You're
How
doing
about
great?
you?
Well, I'm okay. We're doing okay. How have you been in this pandemic situation? How are you handling it, Conrad?
Oh, it's really, of course, creating anxiety and stress, as it does to
Yeah,
everyone, right? And
yeah.
we just have to take care of ourselves and do the health protocols,
Mm-hmm.
not only to protect ourselves, but to protect our loved ones and others.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
that's it. I'm just waiting for my vaccination.
Aren't
Still
we all?
waiting.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Anyway, I find our topic a little interesting, and the reason I asked that question a while ago about how you're doing is because you know, to survive in a time like this, we need a lot of we need a lot of character, especially in the workplace, right? And even if you're not, do you agree with me that even if you're not in a management position, you can still be a leader?
Yes, of course. First
Mm-hmm.
of all, you have to lead yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and there are people who depend on you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when people depend on you, one way or the other, you
Mm-hmm.
have to be accountable for them, and you have to lead them in that sense. They
All right.
seek direction and help from you,
Mm-hmm.
and you have the, of course, the task or role to lead them in whatever way.
All right.
And we inspire each other.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to have a position of leadership to do leadership, of course. It's
Interesting.
leading self
Interesting.
and leading others, inspiring others. Yep.
Well, for the audience out there, if you didn't know, Conrad is a leadership expert right there, and honestly, I've learned a lot from his other talks before. Now, I'm very curious about the title. I purposely didn't really review much about this because I want to be as surprised as the audience right there. So the title is Character and Leadership, and then and then the subtitle is Competence is Not Enough. Wow. So
Nice.
wait. Conrad, can you introduce? I mean, why is this the topic that you chose for today?
Well, first of all, we have leadership,
Mm-hmm.
right? Our show is the Leader's Edge.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about leadership. So it's about
Correct.
leadership.
Mm-hmm.
And when we talk of leadership, of course, the first question is, what do we need to be a
Mm-hmm.
very good leader? Not just a good leader, but an excellent leader.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are, of course, levels of leadership. You can be a good leader, a better leader, or the best leader. So, of course, we aspire for the best. But it doesn't mean
Agreed.
that being a good one is not good. It's good, but of course, we all know Kaizen, continuous
Mm-hmm.
improvement. We want to continually improve, and this is part again of the traits of a good leader,
Mm-hmm.
the continual improvement, and we aspire to get better and better every day, and then of course to be the best that we can be, even as a leader. So that's the
Perfect.
first word there, right? Leadership,
Mm-hmm.
leadership. And the next question is,
Mm-hmm.
how do you become an excellent or a very effective leader?
Yeah.
And one
I.
of the answers, of course, is
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
trust. If people will trust you, of course, you
Mm.
have the follower. Of course, a leader has followers, and the
Mm-hmm.
followers will willingly and happily follow the leader if they trust him, right? Because if you don't
Correct.
trust
Correct. Correct. Yeah.
someone who is
Uh-huh.
heading, you don't even
Mm-hmm.
want to call him a leader. You just want to call him a head.
Okay.
Well, he's the head. He's
Mm-hmm.
the head, right? Because he's there up there,
Mm-hmm.
but we're not following him. He's not a good leader. It can
Okay.
happen that way if they don't trust the leader.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
order
Agreed.
to have the trust, to create that trust, the leader must, of course, be trustworthy. Trustworthy. And in order to build being trustworthy,
Mm-hmm.
you must have, you know, different traits or qualities.
Mm-hmm.
And the first two are character and competence. You know,
Okay. Yeah.
when you
Okay.
trust, for example, a doctor, right now, we're in
Mm-hmm.
a pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
you have to trust your doctor, right?
Yeah.
Why do of course you have to trust a doctor who will take care of your health, especially if you get sick.
Yeah.
So why do you trust the doctor? First of all, I think your answer will be, of course, I like that my doctor is competent, right?
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah.
must know what he's doing. He
Mm-hmm.
must know how to cure people or to
Mm-hmm.
how to prescribe, how to do diagnosis and to prescribe medicines and treatment. That's the
Mm-hmm.
competence. Competence means you know what you are doing
Yeah.
and you can deliver the expected result, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's just like also a mechanic. A mechanic, right?
Mm-hmm.
A mechanic should should be competent to take care of the engine or of the car. When something goes wrong with the car, you take him to your trusted mechanic, right?
Exactly. Right.
Somebody
Right.
you
Right.
trust who you know will be able to diagnose properly
Mm-hmm.
and do the necessary repairs
Mm-hmm.
so that your car will be in tip-top condition again, right? So it's just
Okay. All
like
right.
that, competence. Competence is we trust a doctor or
But
we
what?
trust a mechanic. Yeah, there. That's the
Okay.
first
But why would
trait.
what? Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just find it curious. Why did you say competence is not enough?
Yes, that's the point.
Ano ba
We
kulang?
have
What
to
is missing?
we have to stress because some people, this is
Mm-hmm.
the what we observe. Some people believe that competence is enough. You know, competence is
Mm-hmm.
enough. You just have to get the job done, and that's what matters for many people. Going back to the doctor. Well, if he can prescribe the right medicine and make me well and
Mm-hmm.
healthy, then that's fine with me, and that's enough for me, right? Or
Okay.
going to
Yeah.
our mechanic example, well, if he can repair my car and make it run again,
Mm-hmm.
that's enough for me. Why ask for more? So for many,
Yeah. Yeah.
competence is enough already. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and just get the job done. just get the job done, right? But then, and this is where we have to ask, is that really enough? What if, oh, this is the what if now. What
Mm-hmm.
if, for instance, the mechanic,
Mm-hmm.
what if the mechanic is not trustworthy? He
Yeah.
is
Okay.
so business minded. You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's very good. But your car just needed a new battery, for instance.
Okay. Yeah.
Just needed a new battery. That's why it's not starting. But then, since the mechanic is not trustworthy
Mm-hmm.
or does not have a good character,
Uh-huh.
it tells you that, well, we have to change the spark plugs, we have to change the oil, we have to change this, and the
Mm-hmm.
cost goes up higher and higher,
Yeah. Yeah. I
because
get
he's
that.
business
Okay.
minded.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah. Yeah.
competent. He will
Uh-huh.
make your car run again because he
Mm-hmm.
will tell you also to change the battery, because
Mm-hmm.
that's the real problem. But then he will add some more services so that he will make more money out of you. You know what
Ah.
I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
That
I
is
get that. I
when
get that.
there is
Yeah.
competition.
He's
But there
competent,
you
but
go.
he's not trustworthy. Okay. I get that.
Yes, yes. And being
Okay.
trustworthy, you need a good character. You have to have a good character. You have
Mm-hmm.
to have integrity, honesty.
Mm-hmm.
To have good character, you must tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
That, well, the truth is your car needs only a battery, a new battery.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So
And
so when you're talking about this in the workplace, I mean, like, like competence, leadership, trustworthiness, ano, um, how do you get that message across that you are trustworthy? Because it's easy to say I'm
oh, there
trustworthy,
you
right?
go.
It's easy to say, yeah, you can trust me, right? Yeah, I'm good. I can bring in the goods, and I can make this better. But how do you? I mean, like for people who are just new, and like let's say you're a newly hired CEO or a newly hired manager or something like that, and I don't think there's trust immediately there. Is there, or is there a way you can make yourself trustworthy immediately?
Yes. All right. So that's one of the things we'd like to discuss today.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do you build your trustworthiness, or
Mm-hmm.
even how do you build your good character? Because your
Oh, okay.
trustworthiness is really founded on a good character. So, what is
Mm-hmm.
character?
Yon.
Character
Okay, let's go.
is really, yeah, so character is really who you are,
Mm-hmm.
who you are. And it's not something that you are pretending to be. Sometimes you can
Mm.
pretend to be very good in this and that, but you have to show results. You have to
Okay, okay.
keep on showing good results. So, for instance, how can they trust you?
Mm-hmm.
By being consistent. That's one, by being consistent and
Mm-hmm.
being and delivering what you promise,
Mm.
right?
Okay,
You
okay, yeah.
deliver what you promise.
So it's something you
That's
build over
why,
time, is that correct?
yes, it's
Okay.
something you build over time.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you want to build it on a daily basis, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
you build something on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis until, as they say, it becomes your habit.
Mm-hmm.
And diba, they say that habits eventually become your character.
Wow.
Right? There's someone who said that, watch your thoughts
Mm.
because they become words. Remember?
Yeah, yeah.
Watch your words
I forgot who said that, but
because
I
they
know
become
the saying.
actions.
I know the saying. Who do you remember who said that?
A wise man said
A
that.
wise man. All right.
A wise man.
Don't worry. I'll do an internet search later. I'll find
Indeed.
out. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because, but it's I first heard it from Stephen Covey, but of course He learned it from
Somebody else, yeah.
perhaps an older philosopher.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something new. It's something very old.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
I
and it's
agree.
passed on from generation to generation. But there is truth and wisdom in it, right? Watch
Mm-hmm.
your thoughts
Yeah.
because they become
Mm-hmm.
words. Watch your words because they become actions. Watch your
Mm-hmm.
actions because they become habits. And then watch your habits because they become your character. And watch your character because it determines your destiny, right? So,
Wow.
so character is
Gusto ko yun,
very
gusto ko yun. I
important.
like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
And
I
so we have
remember
to build it.
when you said character and competence. I remember you gave a talk once, and I was listening to you, and I think these are two elements of you said the 5 C's of leadership. Correct me
Oh
if I'm
yes,
wrong. Is
yes,
that correct?
yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Did I get
They
it
are
right?
part of
I
it.
mean, I'm pretty
Right,
old.
right, boom.
I don't know if my memory is good.
Oh, you still look very young. We all do anyway. So
Exactly.
it's part of the 5 C's of leadership, which
Hmm.
starts with a choice. So going back
Okay.
to
All right.
leadership, right? I
Mm-hmm.
always say leadership, first and foremost, is a choice. You
Mm-hmm.
have to choose or accept to become the leader, right?
Right.
That's
Right.
very
Correct. Correct.
important. Yeah, well, many times you become a leader because of your job, because of
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
position.
Mm-hmm.
But you get the position or the title, but you don't, automatically become a genuine leader,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, for example, but if you don't care about your people or your staff or
Mm-hmm.
your employees, that
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
make you a good leader. You may be the boss. That's what they call the boss. You're just the
Ah.
boss.
Yeah. Yeah.
And bosses tend to be very bossy, very
Oh,
demanding, bossy,
Mike. All
and
right. All right. All right. I
irritable
feel
and
guilty. Guilty.
temperamental.
Guilty. 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 Guilty.
So,
Okay.
so being a boss doesn't make you right away a
Mm-hmm.
good leader or
Ah.
even the best leader. So
Mhm.
so it's a choice first. I choose to be the leader. When you say that, you also accept
Mhm.
the accountability of being the leader, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Now you become the leader. And becoming a leader has accountabilities and responsibilities that go with the role.
Mm-hmm.
It's a role. It's more of a role. It's not a position. It's a role. It's something you will do. For
Mm-hmm.
whom? For your followers, your
Ah.
staff,
So it's like a
your
commitment.
family members. It's a Oh, that's the second C.
Oh yeah. Okay. Also.
Oh, very good. So when you make the
Yeah.
choice, you accept the accountability, and now you make the
All
commitment
right.
to deliver,
Uh-huh.
the expected
Mm-hmm.
results or the desired
Mm-hmm.
results. Every team or
Mm-hmm.
organization has, well, they call it by so many names. It starts with
Mm-hmm.
vision,
Ayun.
mission,
Okay.
goals, and
Mm-hmm.
objectives,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? So they have all this, but you can call them also
Mm-hmm.
aspirations,
Mm-hmm.
dreams, goals, and desired
All right. Yeah.
results,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Or intended results. In ISO, they even call it intended results. Are you getting the intended
Mm-hmm.
results, the desired and intended results? So now you commit,
Okay.
right? So you choose first,
Mm-hmm.
you choose first, and then you commit to become the leader. Okay, I commit. And what are you committing to? I commit to lead this
Mm-hmm.
team or this organization in achieving the goals and the desired results. So there's the commitment,
Ayun.
right?
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
Second C, and of course,
let's review. First is choice,
review,
and then we have
choice,
commitment, and then we talked about character, tama? And then we talked about
yes,
competence. What the
right.
last C is what?
Then, of course, you achieve the results by using your competence and using
Mm-hmm.
your character, your good
Ayun, okay.
traits. These are what you use. These are how
Mhm.
you will do things,
Mhm.
according to values. This is where values come in. Because your
Mhm.
values also dictate your character and how you will do things. Diba? And
Mhm.
when you are reminded of how do you do things here, you are talking
Mhm.
about corporate culture, right? So the
Ayun,
culture will be
okay.
dictated by the character of the leader, right? By the character
Oh,
of the
okay.
leader. If if the leader is a bluffer or a liar or somebody who is not really into telling the truth, it's okay so
Mhm.
long as you get the job done. You see, that's where the competence come in. So long as you get the job done, doesn't matter if you tell a lie, if you bluff or you
Mhm.
mislead people. You know that he lacks character, and then that becomes the culture. The
Mhm.
culture will now be very heavy on
Yeah,
competence, but
I can imagine a
there's
few people
nothing
like that.
on good character. Nothing on good character. So
Yeah, yeah.
there's something missing. There's something missing. And then the people or the followers will start noticing that. Noticing that, na
Mhm.
why are we misleading people? Why are we doing false advertising? Why are we not giving or delivering what we promise to our customers? Why
Mhm.
are we, so and then so it will turn off some followers or some staff. See,
Mhm.
so the culture will be sick. Will be a sick
Ah,
culture, and it
yeah,
will
because
affect
the leader drives the
productivity.
culture. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. That's
Uh
right.
huh. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And of
Ah,
course, it drives the
mhm.
culture, but at the same time, being a leader also, he listens. Yeah? He has
Mhm.
empathy. He listens to his constituents or his
Mhm.
followers or his
Mhm.
employees also, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
that's part of the character of the leader. A
Mhm.
leader must be sensitive to the needs and aspirations of his team. You know,
Mhm.
I have five, by the way, maybe I can mention now. I
Yeah, go ahead.
teach five key elements of leadership. There are
Oh,
five key
okay, yeah.
elements of
Okay,
leadership.
okay.
There
Go
are
ahead. Go ahead.
five.
I was
There
about to
are five
ask
things.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, there are five things that an excellent leader must do.
Mhm.
Number one, he must enunciate or express the ambitions, the aspirations, the goals of the team or of the
Mhm.
organization. And of course, he does that by
Mhm.
constant empathy, by constantly listening to everyone and checking that we are on one page and we are headed in the same direction.
Mhm.
We want the same goals, mission, and desired objectives. That's the first element. You have
Okay.
to express the dreams and aspirations.
All right.
Number two
Yeah.
is, of course, you have to accomplish.
Ah,
You
yeah,
have
yeah. Of
to
course.
deliver. You have to attain
Uh huh.
goals. What's the point of being a leader? You say, we will hit 5 million sales. We will be number two in the market. But then you're not delivering. You've been a leader or the head for 3 years. But
Mm.
where are you? You wanted to be number two, but you're still in number 22. You wanted to hit 5 million sales a month, but you're still hitting 500,000 a month. You're not accomplishing
Yeah,
the.
yeah, yeah.
So a leader must accomplish
Mhm.
the objectives, the goals, and the mission of
Mhm.
the team or of the organization. That's the second one, right?
Yeah.
So express the goals, then accomplish the goals and deliver the results. Number three is rally the troops. You have to inspire
Wow.
the troops. You have to
Mhm.
inspire your constituents. You have to motivate them, especially in the pandemic. Everybody is
Mhm.
down.
Mhm.
You cannot afford to be down also. Although you are also
Mhm.
suffering, being the leader, you cannot dwell on that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the role of the
Okay.
leader. You must always be the positive guy. You must be the inspirational guy because you're the leader. Although you are
Mhm.
hurting, that's what they call the wounded
Wound.
leader.
Wow, I like that. Wounded
You're
leader.
really, yeah, the wounded leader. He is also wounded,
Uh huh.
but he keeps on charging and trailblazing,
Yeah.
and leading the way because he is the leader. You
Of
cannot
course.
back
Of
off.
course.
You cannot
Uh-huh.
sleep. You cannot rest. You cannot disappear. You cannot say, "Hey, bahala na kayo." Because
Yeah.
I'm sick. I'm depressed also. I maybe if you say that, maybe, 'di ba? You resign as the leader. You step down and
Exactly.
say,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not worthy anymore. I am sick. I cannot do it anymore. You have to be
Mm-hmm.
truthful, right? That's part of your character, being
Mm-hmm.
truthful. You have to be truthful. We need a new leader, a more qualified leader during this
Mm-hmm.
pandemic. Maybe we need
If
somebody with a medical background. I don't have a
yeah,
medical
if you
background.
can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen, right?
Yes, you, you hit it. If you can stand the heat anymore, get out of the kitchen.
Exactly.
So, you should be helping your followers, not impeding, right? If you're on the
Mm-hmm.
way, you're blocking them, yeah, get out of the way, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to
Yeah.
let them move on because you are there
Exactly. Exactly.
to, to lead them to the achievement of the goals and the
Mm-hmm.
objectives, right? So that's the third one. You have to rally, inspire, and motivate the team. And
Yeah.
number four, number
Uh-huh.
four is you keep nurture the unity and teamwork,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then, especially when problems arise, you hear bickerings and
Mm-hmm.
some complaints, and then we lack this, we lack that, and then maybe
Exactly.
there's a
Uh-huh.
splinter group,
Mm-hmm.
there's now there is division in the ranks. What's your role as leader? You have to unite everybody. You have to talk to everybody, right? Hey, we are
Yeah.
in this together, aren't we? Aren't we together anymore? Right? Then you have
Uh-huh.
to keep the teamwork. You have to, because you are the leader, right? And
Mm-hmm.
it's part. It's and you are inclusive, right? You are inclusive. You include everybody. Walang
Mm-hmm.
iwanan. That's what they say, right? You
Exactly.
don't have to leave anybody behind. You have
May
to
nat
be
may
all
natandaan ako.
this.
Uh, sorry to cut you, Conrad.
Yes, yes,
I mean,
yes.
I
Go.
remember kasi when I was a higher executive level in a sales organization, it was truck sales, and you were telling me na you were saying na maraming sometimes there were factions, there were people doing this, doing that,
Yeah.
and it kind of frustrated me at that time. So I made a general meeting for all the salespeople, and I told them, this is a ship. I'm the captain. Okay,
Yeah.
you guys
That's
have your
it.
jobs. Okay, so you have only two
Yeah.
choices. You either help me get to shore or jump
Yeah.
overboard, because I will push
That's
you
right.
overboard if you don't do your job. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right about that. And you have, and actually, even something mean like that can be inspirational.
Yes. Yes. Because that's the
Hmm.
role of the leader. You are the leader. You know. The,
Exactly.
it's not perfect. This is not a perfect world. There will
Hmm.
be some problems, some depression, some,
Hmm.
miscalculation, some failures, but
Exactly.
you
Uh-huh.
have to, because as I said earlier, you have to inspire everybody so they don't get
Hmm.
depressed and discouraged. At the
Hmm.
same time, you have to pull them all together, right? You have
Hmm.
to make sure that you are still going the same direction. As you said,
Exactly.
you're going, you want to reach the shore, the port.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
There's a
Exactly.
storm going on now. That's a very good analogy. Boom. There's a
Hmm.
storm going on now. We're on the same ship and we are in the same storm. So hey, we need
Exactly.
everybody's help. We need everybody's help.
Yeah.
So either you sink or you ship out. You
Exactly.
want to
Either the entire
no,
ship sinks, or
either
you,
yeah,
or you. I'll make
shape
you
up.
sink. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You shape
Yeah.
up or you ship out. That's what they say,
Exactly.
right? You
Uh-huh.
better shape up or you ship out.
Hmm.
All right. So that's the fourth one. You keep the
Yeah.
unity, the teamwork, and
So
the
there are
synergy.
fours. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Four.
Uh-huh.
So the fifth one, last but not the
Is
least, is you lead by example, by your
exact.
character. You lead by
Uh-huh.
example. You don't just lead by words. You don't lead by giving orders, instructions. Hey, everybody must be honest. But then you're not honest. Hey, nobody should. We don't smoke here. No smoking. But you're
You're
smoking.
the first to smoke, right?
Who will believe you? Hey, here we take care of one another. We take care of everybody. But then they know that you have favorites, and
Hmm.
there are cliques, and there are, you just give bonuses to some chosen guys, and not, hey, then nobody believes you because you're not living the values by yourself or by example. So must you have live the values of the team by example. You lead by example, and
Hmm.
you lead also by being the first to do things that are challenging, because you're the
Yeah,
leader.
yeah.
This is the way to do it. Hey, follow me, follow me. Do as I do, So, that's the leader. Hindi yung,
Exactly,
hey,
exactly. Yeah.
you go and do this. I cannot do that, but you go and do this. You go to this territory. You sell 5 million there. But if they ask, sir, have you ever done that? I'm sorry, I haven't done that. Who will believe you? You're just they will say, sir, that's not doable. That's not doable. Oh, then who are you to
Okay.
argue? You have not done it. You have not done it. But if you say, hey, you go out there to this territory, you sell 5 million. I've done it, and I'll show you how I did it. Wow,
Hmm.
that's a better leader, And I'll teach you how to do it. Come on, let's go. For the first 2 months, I'll be with you, and I'll show you how. Wow, that's the leader.
Uh-huh.
Lead by example, And
Yeah,
when you
exactly.
say
Uh-huh.
something, you have integrity, right? How do you define integrity? What's the
Mm.
difference between integrity and honesty? Honesty has two elements.
Okay.
Honesty is when what you know or what you think
Mhm.
is the same as what you say. There are
Okay.
two elements, right? You're being honest,
Hmm.
right? You say
Yeah, what you
what you
what you
know,
what you say, what you mean. Yeah.
you
Uh-huh.
mean, and you know what you know. This is what I know. And you say it
Uh-huh.
truthfully.
Okay.
That's being honest, right? So,
Exactly.
what
Yeah.
about integrity? So, integrity is honesty plus one more element. That
What?
is, you do what you say.
Ah.
So, it has three elements. What you know is what you say, and what you do.
Yeah,
You
so it's
do your
performance.
promises.
That's the last element.
Yes, that's the key
Yeah.
element there. When you say
Hmm.
that we must not we must not fool our customers. They know that you are doing it,
Yeah.
or you do what you promise.
Like
Okay, I promise you.
uh-huh.
If
Like
if
when you say
we if
the
we sell,
building, the integrity of a building. Like let's say the integrity of a building is compromised. That means that building cannot perform what a building does, what is to stand and protect you. So if the
that's
integrity of
right.
something is compromised, the performance is going to be compromised already. That means it cannot do what it is intended to do. Is that
That's
correct?
right. You
Uh-huh.
cannot,
Okay.
and there's no credibility anymore.
Yes, exactly.
There's no
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
credibility,
Mm-hmm.
right? You don't believe it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So in your example, you don't believe that the building will be able to withstand what it's supposed to withstand,
Exactly, exactly.
right?
Yeah. So it's compromised.
Because
Yeah.
integrity is compromised. So even for a
Mm-hmm.
person, when the integrity of a person is compromised, you
Mm-hmm.
don't believe what he's saying anymore. You know,
Exactly. Yeah.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
there's something amiss.
Mm-hmm.
Because he says one thing. He said last month that if we will hit 5 million sales, he will give us a free dinner and a bonus of 5,000 each.
But you
But
didn't
then
do
you
it.
hit 5 million last month. But then where is the dinner? Where is the 5,000 each bonus? None. Then credibility is destroyed. And then they won't trust you anymore. You see, then the trust is broken.
Mhm.
Anytime
Exactly.
trust is broken, they will question everything you will say. They
I
will
think
not
that is
believe.
another.
There's
I
no
think
more.
that is the. I think that is the core of leadership is trust. Is it? Would you say so?
Yes, yes.
Uh huh.
Very,
Okay.
very insightful. Boom. Yes. That's a core of
Mm-hmm.
leadership. You have to have the trust of your followers or of
Mm-hmm.
your, because if they trust you, imagine, they will do
Mm-hmm.
anything you say. And then because they believe you, they
Yeah.
will say, hey, you do this and you do that, and I'll give you a reward. Wow, they will
Mm-hmm.
do it because they know you are a man of honor, that you
Mm-hmm.
honor your word.
So
Right?
talk
You
the
have
walk and walk the
integrity.
talk. Talk the
Yes,
walk and
that's
walk the
right.
talk. Okay. Right.
That's part of integrity, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the head and the lips, that's talk the walk. And then
Mm-hmm.
when you do what you say, that's walk the talk. Right? So
Right.
very
Exactly.
good.
Uh-huh.
We're in agreement, folks.
By the way, I mean, we were talking. So that's part of the character of a leader. What values build character? Ba? What sort of
Values.
values? Yeah,
All right.
what
Oh,
values build
that
character?
that reminds me.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for mentioning values. I
Mm-hmm.
have a book. Ah,
Oh, here we go.
can
Whoa.
you read it?
Yeah, yeah. It's
Ah,
life. Life. Here
can you
we go.
read it? Life.
Life.
So life in terms of love, integrity, friendship, and
Wow.
excellence. Okay, so life.
Aha.
I've been I've been living in this world for
Mm-hmm.
over 60 years. I'm a senior.
You don't look
Boom.
like.
And I thought,
No. You're that you no
and,
your
and
integrity is compromised. No, you're not a senior.
so I thought, why not write a
Uh-huh.
book about
Uh-huh.
life? What is life all about? And what the subtitle of this is, the four core
Mm-hmm.
values that everyone must
Four
have.
core
So I
values.
asked
Uh-huh.
myself that everyone
Mm-hmm.
must have in order to have a good
Mm-hmm.
life or a meaningful
Mm-hmm.
life, you know, especially during this pandemic. I have a webinar. It's about the meaning of life,
Mm-hmm.
how to live a meaningful life during this pandemic.
Wow.
And
Okay.
one part of that is you can lead a meaningful life during crisis times if you
Mm-hmm.
have core values that define your character. So, for instance, here, so we've been talking about integrity, right? Boom.
Yes, yes.
That's letter I.
Mhm.
That's
In
letter
in
I
life.
in
Okay.
life. And of
Uh-huh.
course, L is love. What the
Wow.
world needs is love.
Oh, so
People,
true. So
people,
true. So true.
they say some cheesy like that, but really,
Nah,
love.
cheesy works. Cheesy works.
Yeah. Because
Mm-hmm.
when you talk about customer service, then it
Mm-hmm.
became customer care, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now what's the
Yeah.
newest word about customer service is love of customer.
Wow.
That's the new word. It's
Mm-hmm.
not just
Mm-hmm.
caring about customers anymore. You have to love your customers. And if you love your customers, you will serve them the best way you can, and you will
Mm-hmm.
take very good care of them, right? So that's love. So even for customer service, there's customer love. So love is a verb, they say, right? Love is
Yeah,
a
yeah.
verb,
It is. It
not
is.
just
To
an
love,
emotion,
right?
because you have
Yeah.
to demonstrate it. You
Mm-hmm.
must show it. You must demonstrate it. So that's a
Yes.
key core value. You have
Mm-hmm.
to love. Being a leader, you have to love your constituents. You have to love your followers. You
Pero
have to
ano,
love.
what I learned in the many years of marriage is that love is not exactly what people think it is. Eh. Kasi
Right.
many people think it's a feeling.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it starts with a feeling that they're right. But for me, with all the commitment, and I can say I love my job, it's love is commitment. Eh. Love is responsibility and commitment. Eh.
That's the
I
other
mean,
C, right?
is that the same with you?
Oh yes, yes, it's
Uh-huh.
a commitment, and it's a choice also, right?
Yes.
You choose to love
The
somebody.
five C's are there.
The five C's are there, right? You
Yeah.
choose to love,
Mm-hmm.
because if you don't choose to love your followers, or you
Mm-hmm.
don't choose to love your family members, then you will not commit.
Mm-hmm.
But if you choose to love them, then you commit to love
Mm-hmm.
them, come what may, right? And that's
Yeah,
what they
yeah.
call unconditional love.
Exactly.
Love
Uh-huh.
without no condition, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even if they neglect you, or they are sometimes nasty to you, you still love them,
Of
because your
course.
love is
Of course.
unconditional.
Of course.
So
It's
there you go. That's a great value.
mm-hmm.
So you have two. Two are enough. If you have integrity, and you know how to love others, wow, galing na nun, right? But you have to understand the real meaning of integrity and the real meaning of love.
Exactly.
You know,
Uh-huh.
the real meaning of love is unconditional love. And the real meaning of integrity is talking the walk and walking the talk, keeping your promises,
Mm-hmm.
right? And being honest, because that's part. Honesty plus keeping your promise, that's integrity.
Mm-hmm.
So it's truthfulness. And when you are truthful and you have integrity, people trust you,
Mm-hmm.
right? Then you can be a leader if they trust you, right? so
Yeah.
so and of course, just to continue, letter E is excellence, of course.
Excellence. Okay.
That's yeah, you always do your best. You always strive for the
Mm-hmm.
best. You're not mediocre.
Mm-hmm.
Hindi pwede yung pwede na. That's what they
Oh,
say, right?
tama, tama,
You you
tama.
you have quality in your genes.
Mm-hmm.
You have continual improvement in your blood.
Mm-hmm.
You want to keep on improving. And talking about improvement, that's my other book.
Oh,
I have
okay.
another book.
Okay.
It's entitled Dreams and Legacy. If you
Wow.
can read it,
Dreams and
improve,
legacy.
succeed,
Uh-huh.
achieve. You see? So improve is there. Improve.
Mm-hmm.
The word there is improve. Do you want to succeed? I tell you, you have to continually improve day by day. That's Kaizen, right?
Yes.
The concept of Kaizen.
Yeah, continuous
You know,
improvement. Yeah.
yeah. So this is the one. If you want to attain your dreams
Mm-hmm.
and build your legacy, that's why it's dreams and legacy. You
Mm-hmm.
have to continually improve. And of course, the book teaches you how to continually improve, because that's
Exactly.
where success lies.
Mm-hmm.
Success actually is, for me, the very simplest definition of success is achieving your desired goals, right?
Yeah.
Right? Uh,
Okay. Yeah.
Achieving
Yeah.
your desired objectives and
Mm-hmm.
goals and aspirations in life, your
Mm-hmm.
dreams, right? Of course, there's
Yeah.
a social context to success also,
Mm-hmm.
because society has standards of success also.
Mm-hmm.
But society cannot dictate what is success to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll give you an example. Was Mother Teresa successful?
Yeah. I mean, depends on how you look at it. I mean, for those people, for other people, depends. But for her, she probably was.
Yeah. And I
Uh-huh.
admire her. For me, she 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 achieved her desire in life, her dreams in life, right? And she was
Yeah.
very happy and contented, right? And she served others. she the service she left was her legacy.
Mm-hmm.
So she left a legacy of service. And she inspired a lot of nuns,
Mm-hmm.
missionaries all over the world to follow her, to follow her leadership, you know, to follow
Yeah.
her example. You
She,
go back to lead by example. She
mm-hmm.
led by example. Take care of the poor. She's one of my heroes. And what's a
Exactly.
better term for a leader? A hero.
Exactly.
You
I
know,
mean,
because
uh,
people think that leaders are
uh-huh.
the best. No, there's something better than being a leader, being a hero,
Yeah, that's
an
why my
admired hero.
that's why my
My,
next book is called Superhero Salesmanship.
yeah. Can I participate in your book?
Ah, sure.
I
why,
can write a chapter.
why not?
And
I'll
I'm an editor also book.
oh, you really?
I can
Okay,
help you
sure.
edit your book. Yeah, I'm a
We can work
professional
together.
editor. Uh,
Really?
please don't forget the word professional. I'm a professional
Ah, okay, yeah.
book. All right.
Pero what when we were
And so
talking about Mother Teresa, um, I think she was already successful the moment she made a commitment to service. Eh. I mean, the moment
you see,
she gave bread to the first poor person she gave bread to, that was success for her already. And then she continued to do that
that's right.
success. Eh. And then everybody else followed it.
Yeah, and she was a leader. People followed her.
Without her knowing she was
People
a
followed
leader.
her. She was not. Yeah, yeah. But as you said, it's not a title. It's what you do,
Yes,
and
exactly.
it's how you inspire people. Right? Remember the 5 elements of leadership?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She led by example.
Mm-hmm.
She inspired people. She
Mm-hmm.
achieved her purpose.
She had a goal, a
What's
vision.
achieving?
Yeah.
She had goals and vision. A
Mm-hmm.
vision of a world where people help the poor
Mm-hmm.
and people helping one another, like
Mm-hmm.
the Maginhawa Community Pantry, the
Let's
CPP, right? The
let's
new
not let
CPP,
let's not get
Community
political.
Pantry for the poor. No, no, that's a community pantry for the poor, right? That's CPP, right?
Ah. you know,
All right. So, but
I
these
really
these
would
are
love to talk politics, but let's for now.
no politics. It's about leadership and character.
Uh-huh.
Let's stick to that. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and as I was just to complete my book while
Mm-hmm.
we have the time.
Yeah.
So in order for you to become a leader, you
Mm-hmm.
must develop wonderful habits. So this
Yeah.
book is
Okay.
about
Bring it back a
wonderful
little
habits.
so that people can see it. Yeah. There you go.
There,
All right.
there. The wonderful
Uh-huh.
habits for a wonderful life. The thesis of this book is that you want a wonderful life, then develop and nurture wonderful habits. So then you ask me, what wonderful habits, Mr. Fave? You can read in the book. So,
Nah, no. May plug.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, okay. Sige, tama yan.
May plug. But that is part of character. You develop your character by developing your values and your habits. So the first book was life, right? And
Mhm.
we forgot the fourth, the letter F.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The F
Oh,
word.
kasi
Favorite.
pag walang F, lie lang yan.
Lay lang. Kailangan may F. So,
Oo.
but F is very important. It's my
Mhm.
favorite.
Wow.
F,
Paborito mo.
F kasi. So, friendship. Friendship.
Friendship. Wow.
Yeah, being
Okay.
friendly. Friendship. Because friendship fosters partnership,
Mhm.
cooperation.
No man is an island.
Valuing others. No man is an island.
Yeah,
That's
nobody
friendship.
does it alone.
Because if you don't like friends, you'll be alone, right?
Oh, yeah.
You'll do things
Be a
by
hermit.
yourself.
Be a hermit.
Be a hurt. No need for friends. No need for friends.
Yeah.
But for many people, especially Facebook users, they want
More
thousands of
friends. Yeah.
friends.
Yeah,
More
those aren't
friends, the
friends. No, no,
better.
no, no,
Right?
no.
Yeah, you want friends because
They're only
friendship makes
contacts.
purpose. Friendship makes the world go round, and that's right, right?
Uh-huh.
Friendship. And friendship opens the door to cooperation and teamwork
Mm-hmm.
and having fun, having fun
Yeah,
together. Because
fun. Yeah,
when you're
that would
friends,
be.
you have fun. It cannot be a very lonely life.
Of
We have
course.
to have fun also. Then that's where friendship comes in. We have fun
Yeah.
with friends. Friendship
Yeah.
and fun, they go together, right? So there
Yeah.
you go. Life,
Yeah,
love,
I mean,
integrity, friendship, and excellence.
what good is $1 billion if you cannot share it?
Yeah, and if you cannot enjoy it,
Yeah,
you're gonna enjoy your dollars alone. Of course not.
no,
You want
there's
to
no way you're gonna
enjoy
do
the
that.
fruits of your labor with your friends and your family. Of
Uh-huh.
course, friends includes family, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
F also.
Yeah.
Family and friends.
Nux.
So there's the, there's the F there. All
Okay,
right.
that's
So
pretty good.
going back, so
Mm-hmm.
it's connected to character. Your
Mm-hmm.
values build your character, and your
Mm-hmm.
character build your leadership, and your
Mm-hmm.
leadership and character build your destiny, right? And
Yeah.
your legacy, your
Yeah,
legacy.
that's a good point to make, Conrad, kasi I believe that leadership is about contributing to society.
All right. You forgot the
Leaving society better than when you entered.
yeah, we forgot the fifth C
Oh, we did.
actually.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, you just mentioned it.
I did.
Contribution.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, contribution. You
Mm-hmm.
said you have to contribute something to society. That's the fifth C. So the fifth C are choice,
Mm-hmm.
commitment,
Mm-hmm.
character, competence, and contribution.
Ah, okay.
You must you must leave a legacy. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you must have done something in your life to make the world a better place, right? To make
Mm-hmm.
society a better place. So that's the contribution. It's also called service, just like
Mm-hmm.
Mother Teresa. It's also called legacy,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's also called uh, what else? Destiny. You know,
Yeah, it's
it's
called a lot of things,
something you
really. Mm-hmm.
give to others. So there. So that's also part of my book, right? Dreams and legacy. So that's the
Wow.
contribution part. Dreams and legacy. So because many people just think about their dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes dreams can be very selfish. We only
Mm-hmm.
dreams for ourselves, right? I want
Yeah.
to my ambitions, my aspirations. It's all mine. I, me, mine. They forget contributing to society. They forget others, right?
Mm-hmm.
Altruism, right? So that's the
Altruism.
legacy part.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do something because for me, life is like a coin, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
Boom, a coin
Mm-hmm.
has two sides, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
The first side are your dreams,
Mm-hmm.
the things you do for yourself to make you a success, and the other side is what you do for society
Mm-hmm.
to make yourself meaningful to society.
Mm-hmm.
Your contribution. That's the fifth C, right? Your
Yeah.
legacy.
Uh-huh.
So for me, these are very important. The five C's. So
Mm-hmm.
competence is not enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Competence is not enough.
Yeah, I
You need
agree now. I agree now.
character. You need contribution. You need to
Mm-hmm.
make that commitment and choice. Right. So
Yeah.
five
So
C's.
somebody once told me that that if you're going to put up a business, um, find something that irritated you.
Ooh,
Chances are, it irritated a lot of people, and
that's
then
right.
find a solution to that irritation. That
Yes,
is,
yes.
and what you accomplish is contribution.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
because you're serving, di ba?
That's right. You are serving the needs.
Yeah, you're serving a need. For so you still start with yourself. That's okay, okay.
No, that's
But
okay.
but
Because you have to,
knowing that, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, because you really start with yourself. You cannot lead others if you cannot lead yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you cannot do anything actually if you don't have the competence.
Mm-hmm.
So you have
Anyway,
to get the competence first. You have to
exactly.
be competent first. It's also basic,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But after you get that, then you contribute.
Okay, guys, we've come to the end of our show. Thank you very much for tuning in, and remember to like and subscribe. And please, if you find this learning useful, please share it because um, people usually this is more for the young people who have been through things like Conrad and I. Um, we have a lot of wisdom to share, and we're almost at the end of our lives, but you're beginning yours. You can use what we learned as a stepping stone to become even better at life than we ever were. Ano? So with that in mind, I'd like to tell you, and this is very important, listen, learning is a never ending journey with limitless vistas. And with that, I'd like to say goodnight. But before we end the show, let me ask you, Conrad, one more time, is there anything else you'd like to tell us? Are you going to plug something?
Yes, just like to plug our webinar on May 12th. It's
Mm-hmm.
about strategic planning in crisis times. We're doing this with Southeast Asia Speakers and Trainers Bureau. So
Mm-hmm.
it will be good if you can register as soon as possible because there's
Mm-hmm.
an early bird rate
Okay.
until April 28th. So May 12th, strategic
Mm-hmm.
planning in crisis times. And if
Yeah.
you want to get in touch with me, you
Mm-hmm.
can email me at mrfave@gmail.com. Thanks,
Mr.
Boom.
Fave. Fave. Mr. Fave. Is that buong Mr. or what?
Yes, yes.
F
MISTRFAVE
Yon, Mr.
at
Fave at
gmail.com.
gmail.com. And for our
Thanks.
next episode, guys, for the next episode, please, this is a real banger of an episode. I'm excited for it. I'll be watching it. Okay. The next episode will be about leading the charge through the change. Wow. Tongue twister right there. Leading the charge through the change. It'll be hosted by our venerable Dina Loomis. And our guest, get this, is a great guest. You don't want to miss this one. His name is MJ Tolan, and you're going to want to see the show. Okay, again, learning is a never-ending journey with limitless vistas. Let's all give it. Let's all have a good night. Happy day ahead. All right.